Hello friends, I'm here with you these days with the Tesla 3 model car video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like my channel. Tesla is secretly working on a new redesign of the third model codenamed Project Highland, but some people are not happy with it. In this video we'll find out why. Many thanks to today's sponsor, Incognita. Now, this report was published by Reuters earlier this week, and while it doesn't go into too much detail, it states that this new refresh of the Model 3 should go into production at 2 Tesla factories, Giga, in the third quarter of 2023. Shanghai and Fremont, California. He also says this redesign will be inspired by the redesign of last year's models. Even though Tesla is still the best electric vehicle company in the world, they're still trying to make more money, doing what all publicly traded companies do. And Project Highland's main goal is to include some changes to the exterior and drivetrain performance of the Model 3. However, considering it was launched almost 7 years ago in early 2016, its main focus is on reducing production costs and increasing its attractiveness. Now, according to anonymous sources who leaked this new project, Tesla aims to optimize the profitability of the Model 3 by reducing the number of components and complexity in the interior while focusing on features that owners value but retain, such as the screen. That's pretty obvious, right? I mean, the screen and the software are at the core of what the third model is. The third model is the screen. The screen is Model 3. Einhorn is Finkel, Finkel is Einhorn. Now, if you don't count the globally recognized industry features that apply to all electric vehicles such as fast acceleration, no fossil fuel use and fewer moving parts, then the most important physical feature that distinguishes the Tesla Model 3 from its competitors is definitely the central touchscreen. No other car has a screen of this size with the power and software behind it. What Tesla owners value most, even I, is technology. What prompted me to win a Tesla when the first models came out nearly a decade ago, and software is what makes the Model 3 feel new to those of us who have owned it for 5 years. At this point since I got my car there have been many improvements that have made it even better over time as a result of free software updates. For example, the Stabilize to Drive feature adds an extra layer of security to the vehicle, as do the front camera and Sentry mode features that continuously record video from cars, cameras. Many media improvements have been made, such as karaoke, new games, video streaming apps, and we've even gotten a 5% increase. An estimated range due to optimization of engine efficiency, not to mention the best part of software updates, autopilot and full self-driving capability that make Tesla ownership probably the most exciting of any vehicle. You've probably seen all these new FST beta releases coming out quite often these days as Tesla is trying to achieve full autonomy. And we even get security improvements from software updates that include real recalls fixed overnight, which is great. However, Tesla did not add any new features to the Model 3. They've removed some features in recent years to cut costs, and this upset a lot of people. Let's briefly review these removed features and how they relate to these 3 redesigns. But let's talk about security first. Safety is one of the main reasons I buy a Tesla model. Why not forget digital security as well as physical security for my wife, and today's sponsor Incognito is helping with that. Every year, the number of data breaches continues to rise. Therefore, the probability of your data being breached is at an all-time high. There are thousands of data brokers that capture your personal information online and sell it to other businesses. And this can lead to things like a stranger finding out your address and phone number, or even a situation that affects your ability to get a loan if a healthcare data broker gets breached and leaked. Good news is you have the right to request that your data will be deleted. Bad news is it would take years to do it manually. But Incognito can do this for you automatically. Just create an account and tell Incognito whose personal data you want to protect. Grant them the right to work on your behalf and they will contact the data brokers to request your personal data to be removed from their databases. Then just sit back and see the progress as Incognito handles any objections along the way. The first 100 people to use code AndySly at the link below will get 20% off of Incognito. So go to incognito.com/AndySly and start protecting your data today. Now here are some of the most notable features that Tesla has removed from the Model 3. The removal of all ultrasonic sensors and the removal of radar in support of the new Tesla Vision, which only relies on software and cameras. The removal of the passenger seat lumbar support, the removal of the center console tray. The removal of the previously included mobile connector, which is now an optional purchase at checkout, and the removal of the cool original glass roof that turned orange and purple when water droplets were on it. Okay, that last one is just a personal complaint because I'm sure the new glass roof that Tesla uses is still sufficient. But I do love my original rainbow of glass roof, but you get the idea. Tesla has removed many features in hopes of reducing the cost to build the car, and with the potential tax credit in 2023 that requires an electric sedan to be under for $55,000 to qualify. Now is the perfect time for Tesla to make an already minimalist Model 3 even more simplified with better profit margins. Is some things that we can expect Tesla to modify on this new 2023 Model 3 include the removal of the stalks on either side of the steering wheel, which the Model S has already adopted. The turn signals would essentially be touch-sensitive buttons on the steering wheel, and the changing of drive modes would be done on the touch screen. And this would also mean more reliance on software and voice commands, especially for things like activating the wipers or enabling autopilot. Now, although I don't think the Model 3 will get the yoke steering wheel like the Model S has, the Model 3 could follow the Texas-built Model Y and get the same structural battery pack designed to drastically reduce the number of parts necessary to make the car, and it could possibly get even cheaper or smaller LFP batteries or even a non-glass roof, which the original $35,000 base Model 3 was supposed to have. It was supposed to have a metal roof, not a glass roof, but we never did see a Model 3 without a glass roof, but it could happen next year. But there's not a ton Tesla can take away from the Model 3 because some people already think it's not premium enough compared to its gasoline competitors in the same price range, such as the BMW 5 Series and Mercedes E-Class. These vehicles offer luxury-type features such as heads-up display, ventilated massage seats, and better noise insulation that the Model 3 lacks. Now, I'm personally a fan of the current Model 3 design. Even though it's nearly 7 years old, I still think it looks attractive to this day. But I do think if Tesla can somehow implement this new Model 3 redesign in 2023, it would not only bring a fresh new desire to potential buyers, but it would also bring the price down to possibly qualify for that tax credit, which would make it an even bigger hit than it is today, because the Model 3 is already a hugely popular vehicle that's in high demand, and it already has continuous software improvements as a big advantage. I just hope Tesla does not oversimplify it and that I can still live up to the Tesla brand identity that we all know and love. What do you want to see from the new Model 3 next year? Let me know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more tech and Tesla videos.